All right. Good morning, everyone. And thank you so much for joining us all here today. Today's shiur should be Le'ilu Nishmas, our dear friend Menachem ben Yisrael Yaakov, as well as my dear aunt Rivka Bas Gavriel Tzvi, and for Zaidi, Reb Shmuel ben Yosef Dov HaKohen, and B'schos L'Refuah Shalema Bakarov, Meshalom ben Sarachal, Miriam Basara, and Yair Yashia ben Chaya Atara. Today, we are on page 82 in the Ora Vigdor for those who are following along. And today we are talking about the sixth of the 7 conditions that a person must meet in order for you to have full 100% trust in that person. We're talking about over here that there are 7 conditions of trust. If you want to trust someone, we went from the beginning, right? You want to trust someone and feel like, you know, they're there for you every step of the way, right? We talked about that they have to care about you, they have to love you, they have to want to do it, they have to be able to do it, they have to know what you need, even if you could see it, if you can't see it. We went all through these different things, and today we're talking about the 6th condition, and this is the exclusive responsibility. The exclusive responsibility is going to talk about when you trust someone with your life, with your every single piece of aspect of your being, then you can't split that trust between multiple people. It doesn't work like that. There needs to be one. And so that's how we start today. Vashishis, and the 6th condition for trust is that all the affairs of the trusting individual are in the hands of the one he trusts. Everything in your life, both personal, spiritual, business, your health, your mind, doesn't matter what it is, all that trust has to go into one being and one being only. Rav Av says, imagine you have such a trusted personality with all the qualities that would warrant trust. Going back to what we started from. He loves you very much. He's always thinking about you. He's energetic on your behalf, meaning he's always out there to go and do stuff, like he's always thinking to go and do whatever he can. He's capable of carrying out those wishes. He has the means. He has the capability, whether it's the money or the knowledge or the know-how. And he has no expense will keep him back, meaning he has unlimited funds or unlimited capabilities. And nothing is too difficult for him. He's emotionally and physically able. And he knows all that is necessary to you about you, meaning he knows everything that you need, not only the things that you do tell him, but the things that you don't tell him either. And he's the only one in control. But he's the only one that's in control of the whole entire being. But he's the only, he says over here, Rav Av says, but this person is only human. Isn't it possible that perhaps this person that you're trusting has all these great qualities? What happens when they are no longer here? What happens if they fall ill and pass away, God forbid? What happens then? Then what do you do with the rest of your life? You're still around till 120. Who's going to take care of you now? You can't split that trust. That's what we're discussing over here. So he says you cannot have full trust unless one more condition is added. And here's what he says today. The 6th condition is that all the affairs of the one who trusts are entirely in the hands of the whom he trusts. Everything in your life doesn't make a difference what? From the moment you were conceived until the day you go to Olam Haba, everything is you could only trust in one being. In one person, let's say. No other person can harm him, nor help him, nor benefit him, nor prevent him from coming to accept him. At the end of the day, this person that you're trusting in this 6th condition, has to be someone who takes care of everything from you. No one else can do anything to the point where nobody can give you more in your life, nobody can detract from your finances, from your health, from any well-being of your mental state. Doesn't matter. There's only one being that can help with that. And other than what is controlled by the one whom he trusts, he is not subject to any kind of event, or accident, or mishap by anybody else, because everything comes from this individual. And all the things that happen in the world happen only because of Hashem, we say, right? We know that. And since he is in total control, you can put your trust in him. And he says over here, lightning cannot strike a man unless Hashem wants it to happen. A person can't fall down and hurt themselves unless Hashem wants that to happen. Right? And to illustrate that concept, Rav Av brings an example over here. He says, is like a slave that's imprisoned in a pit under the control of his master. In the olden days, when people were taken captive, they were sometimes put into pits into the ground. And this slave is laying over there in this pit. He's cold, he's hungry, and he sees every single day that food gets thrown into this pit and he gets to eat it. So eventually, over time, what he realizes is nobody can do anything to him. Nobody can hurt him more. Nobody can help him anymore. Only his master. And every single day he gets fed. He gets fed every single day. He realizes that every morning food gets thrown into the pit and he gets fed. And he now realizes that it's this person that has full control over his life no matter what. And that's Hashem. Hashem is the one who has full control over your entire life from the beginning until the end. From when you walk into this planet until you leave this planet, you are all in his control. When the trusting person is under the jurisdiction of the one who he trusts in this way, there's all the more reason to put his trust in him. In this sixth condition of trust, which is the exclusive responsibility, if you find this person, and we're going to go through all six. He loves you. He's always thinking about you. He's energetic on your behalf. He always wants to help you. He's capable. No expense will ever be kept from him because you can afford it all. And nothing is ever too difficult for him. He knows what goes on inside and outside, and at the very end, he is in full control of your being every moment of your life. Then yes, it is accepted to have your full trust in this individual. And as we get to the seventh one tomorrow, we'll realize that all these things are only possible by Hashem. Like we just said, if you do find someone who controls your life, so to speak, what happens when this person dies before you do? Who is going to control the rest of your life? You can't put your trust into another person. That means there was more than one. So this person has got to be around from your beginning to your end. And the only one who's around from your beginning until your end, we know is Hashem. And tomorrow, Mitzvah Hashem, we're going to learn the seventh and final condition that warrants you having full trust in a being, in someone, and obviously we're going to prove that it's only Hashem. Thank you, everyone, for joining us all here today, and I love you all.